Hey everybody, it's Benny on a late fall day here, and we're gonna throw out a quick shout out to Dragon Ivan. He's the only one that really responded on my post on which gun that somebody might want to see. So today we're gonna do the Romanian. It's Tokarev. It's a model TTC, I believe, and this one's from 1955. I've added this comp on here, which basically it replaces the bushing on the end of it, like a Browning bushing style deal. Other than that, haven't done anything to it. There's not a whole lot you can do to these guns. Give you the other side there. Hopefully you can see that. In order to come into the United States, they have to have a safety. So that's what this is here. The gun is safe. It's got a snap cap in it. So just kind of flips up with the thumb and back down. It's got a red dot. So that's pretty slick there. It's almost a more straight vertical grip there, so when you're grabbing it, it does kind of give you a different feeling than like a 1911. It's based off the Colt 1903 hammerless. Well, that's kind of a misnomer. The hammer was actually in the frame of that gun, I believe. And this one has that, it's kind of like a ball hammer spur there instead of being the traditional American kind of swing up type of deal, which is kind of neat. Originally, it's based off of this model as anyway, the Russian TT30, which was developed in the mid to late 20s, went in production in 1931 all the way to 51. And once they cut that off, they started making the Makarov. I believe some of the complaints were because they didn't have a safety. Traditionally, you would carry this in a half cock position, which is about like that there. And, you know, some people are squeamish about that. The safest thing to do would obviously be to carry it down, and then you'd have to rack the slide when you'd want to shoot the gun. So they went with the Makarov and the 9x18. But this is in 7.62 by 25, which is what really kind of drew me to the gun initially, was the caliber. I'll try and grab one of them rounds. I'll show a comparison shot here in a little bit. It's a bottleneck cartridge, and it's 30 caliber, so they're 308 in diameter bullets, and they go pretty fast. I believe my personal hand loads are right around 1,400 feet per second, somewhere in there, averaging. Some people push them faster, some not so much. But again, it was based off that 1903 Colt hammerless. If you've seen some of those, they originally came in like 32 caliber. Later 380 was a 1908, I believe. So that's what the gun kind of looks like. It's a little bit longer in barrel, maybe. Maybe not. I can't remember. The other big thing, I'm not going to show tearing down the gun or anything, but they had this clip, and you take that out, slide that to the side, and then your slider release will come out. Like I said, this is the bushing. You take your slide off, take your bushing off, all that comes out. It is a linked barrel, just like a 1911 and whatnot. But then the hammer group and sear group, along with 2 magazine bars, just comes out with 1 unit, which is really slick. I mean, you want to talk about, that's definitely an upgrade off of a 1911 for that matter. I think that's pretty. Currently, I think Nighthawk Custom makes a drop-in unit like that for the 1911s, which is really slick. Somebody finally did it, but the Russians did it back in the 30s on this little girl. So pretty neat there. We're gonna run her through some paces. Hopefully we got enough daylight here, late fall. We shoot some sheetrock. Go over anything else that pops into my head about the gun. Hopefully you can see the action working on that with that compensator. I think it does keep it down for repetitive shots. It's a pretty slick deal. And we'll blow some things up and see what happens there. I'm gonna guess on the 2 liters, it's probably gonna be through and through. I don't remember if I have too many hollow points left. They don't make a hollow point that's really, you know, modern expansion. It's a piercing type bullet. They're mostly round nose lead. They're meant to go through lots of fabric, was the idea the Russians came up with, going through lots of different layers in the winter type of thing, was what their concern was with the round. And that's why they adopted it from the C96 broom handle, which was 7.63 by 25, which is what this one is based off of. You know, you got, 7.62 to 7.63. You can hit 308 bullets will work in both of them, I believe, on that, from what I've seen on the internet. I don't have a broom handle. I wish I did. They're pretty nice, but that was a late 19th century design, way ahead of its time. And the Russians picked that up for the penetration purposes instead of, you know, today's market is more with the hollow points and expansion and this type of thing. They wanted to just put holes all the way through their targets and believe they'd bleed out type of deal, I believe. So with that, we'll turn around here and we'll get to shooting some sheetrock and see what we can do. All right, here's a close-up, I'm hoping. So left to right is the Tokarev round. In the middle is your 9mm. That's with a hollow point there, 124 grain. And then the far right is a 38 special with a 158 grain round nose bullet. Just to give you an idea of the different sizes there, with a couple extra bullets that are maybe quite a bit more common to our era than then. So you can see that that bottleneck cartridge, that 30 caliber bullet, it is a little bit taller than 9mm, not quite as tall as the 38. So just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with today. All right, we're gonna try and shoot some sheetrock just to see how far this should go. I'm kind of excited about it. These have been known to penetrate fairly well. I'm gonna use a Sealer and Beloit ammo here. I can't remember. I know I've chronographed this bullet before. I don't know if it's gonna get picked up with this low light here in late fall. Probably won't, but we should get, as long as I hit that on center, we should get a shot here and see how many. This is 5/8 sheetrock. See how far that it'll go through that with just that round nose bullet, full metal jacket. So here we go. Yeah, it didn't register, so we'll go check it out here and see how many pieces we went through. All right, we did find the bullet. It went quite a ways. So I pulled off the last pieces after the board there, so we don't get, because there's holes in this other sheetrock. We keep using these over here, trying to get as many out of it as we can. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, and it smacked the 24th one here low, and we found the bullet in the grass here. So it, other than the sheetrock on it, it's almost like I hate to use this reference since it's November, but it's magic bullet time here. If I wash that off, there doesn't look to be that much there. So maybe as a tip of our hat to the unlucky Oswald, a near pristine 30 caliber 308 round made her that far. So with that, we'll go back and we'll shoot her up. All right, we'll try shooting her up here on some steel plates, see if we can hit anything. Just for reference, on the S&B ammo, they're 85 grain bullets in weight. So I don't know if you can hear it or not. We got a couple cats down here having a parade in all the leaves off this maple tree. So anyway, we'll give her a try. I'm gonna try, if I remember right, this is hitting a little high with my factory ammo, or my hand-loaded ammo, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna try some steel shots here first, just to see if I can hit anything or not. Well, that wasn't too bad. Let's try another mag here. I'll try that left-hand soda jug there and see what we can do. That was better than I thought it was going to be. Let's try the other one here. Nice. Yeah, not too bad. Kind of looks funny with it all the way back. That's all the barrel you get out of it with that comp on there. But we'll set her up again and shoot some more. All right, we're going to shoot her up again just for reference. These are 8-round mags. I'm only putting 7 in of them. One of them, I don't know if it's a weak spring or what. I haven't investigated here recent years. I don't shoot this all that much anymore. I do on occasion get them out. So I just loaded them all up at 7 rounds just to be fair. So I'm not messing with that today. And maybe this is the one. I don't remember. But we'll shoot it up here again and see what we can do. Let's try that soda bottle on the left again. See if we can make that pop. Oh, failure to feed. Imagine that. She is dirty. Let's try the other one. Nice. Not too bad. She does give you a little bit of hammer bite with that angle. She comes back right in there. If you get that skin up in there, she'll pinch you kind of good. It's just that angle of that of the gun, but the recoil is really light. That's what I always liked about it. The speed of the round, what it can do for how small it is. This is a very flat gun. I've heard guys on the internet that actually carry these guns as EDCs. Believe it or not, they were fairly cheap on the market. I think they still are. There's guys that collect them. And obviously the round does quite a bit of damage, but it is old school, and if you're not careful with fat old hands, you'll get hammer bite there. So let's shoot some steel. Hey, take the safety off, dummy. Always remember to take the safety off. All right, we're going to try one more round here and just see what we can do. I think I'll try and see if I can hit that bowling pin. I don't know. I've had not so good luck with that python in the last video. We'll see what we do here with this bad girl. Well, it gives us an opportunity to try and hit it again, I guess. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess. Nice. That magazine. She don't want to come out easy. I'll try that 2-liter on the left there. Failure to feed again. Interesting. Nice. Yeah, it's a real fun gun to shoot. I actually have 2 of these Romanian ones. I just like the look of the Romanian one. The Yugoslavian one makes the grips a little bit longer, so you get actually 1 extra round in those. They're a 9-round magazine, I think, compared to the 8s, the standard 8s. It is a little bit bigger gun, and if I remember right on those, the Yugoslavs, they put the safety on the back here on the left side, kind of like a 1911. It's kind of interesting. But I liked how these looked, I thought, as close to the original as possible. They were, I believe they were remanufactured at some point in the 50s. And I don't know if they were brand new made or what, but these, when they came into the country, the bluing on them was really nice when I saw them. What they started doing too, they roll stamped these on the bottom of the frame here. And in later times, they started roll stamping them for import on the slide. And I didn't like that. It kind of takes away from the cosmetics. So I'm kind of glad that I got these when I did. I think this one's 55, and the other one I have is in a 57. So with that, we'll wrap her all up. All right, we're going to wrap it up, everybody. 7.62 by 25 in the Romanian Tokarev TTC model in all her glory. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Shot some sheetrock, hit some dingers, blew some stuff up. Could see how the gun acted. I thought it did really well with those soda pop bottles for what it is. Just going fast and around hard, you know, basically full metal jacket round like that, doing really, really well. So give us some thumbs up, some comments, give us some feedback. Let us know what we're doing, what we're not doing correctly, and we'll keep turning out the videos, right, Pancho?
That's right, Benny.